Okay, so when you first log into the app with the email you used to enroll in the solar program, you're going to be able to reset the password if you need to, and then you'll be brought to this screen. You'll just click Get Started, Get Started. It'll give you some prompts on how it works. So the solar panels generate clean energy from the sunshine during the day. It will power your home with energy, and then any excess power that's being produced that you're not using will be stored into your batteries. And then your home will run off the batteries at night or when there's not a lot of solar sun availability. So we've completed that. You'll click Next Topic. This is your home screen. So your home screen shows, power flow throughout your home in real time. So you'll see where your energy is coming from. You'll see the phrase kilowatt a lot in the app, and it's just 1,000 watts essentially, or units of energy. SoCal Edison and the utility providers in California, on your electric bill, they will say kilowatt hour. So it's different than kilowatt. On your bill, it'll say kWh for credits you've earned. The center number on your home screen shows live solar power generated down into that meter. And then solar production will vary based on the time of day, cloud cover, seasons, and panel cleanliness. Now, most of the time, the rains here in California will clean your panels, so you don't need to worry about hiring anyone to clean them. Although if we get a major wildfire and there's a bunch of ash in your community on your roof line, that might be a time where you would want to consider getting them cleaned. Otherwise, nature will take its course. So any energy not immediately used is stored in the Powerwall for later use. This could be, again, when there's less sun available, such as at night, or if it's a little bit cloudy or rainier during the day. Powerwall will automatically use the stored energy to power your home at night or during an outage. So that's just some information there. You'll click Next Topic. Watch your energy flow from solar generation to Powerwall storage to grid usage. Remember any excess power that your battery sends to the grid, either for compensation or just because your battery was full and your solar was continuing to produce power, that would flow to the grid for a credit. The graph will indicate how much was sent. Clean energy does make an impact, so you can see the value of your system and its relevance to the different areas. If you want to be 100% energy independent, you can do so with some of the battery features. You can disconnect from the grid anytime and use your energy generated by your system to power your home. More on that in the battery section. Virtual power plant. So if eligible, which you will be if you're in a power purchase agreement plan, you will be able to join a virtual power plant event, which allows you to share energy with the grid when demand is high and includes compensation for your participation. If you have a car, you'll be able to see that car in the app. If you have a gas car, you might want to consider switching to electric if it makes sense. People do see a significant savings overall when switching to electric and powering their car with solar instead of buying gas. So virtual power plants, here's some more information on what it is. It's essentially a power plant is a network of homes that use the energy stored in their Powerwall batteries to support the local grid. But you decide when to share. So Powerwalls send energy to the grid when it is needed. You will always be notified before your energy is shared, and you can opt out at any time. So say there's a public safety shutoff in your community and you want to have power for yourself, you can opt out because you want that battery power for yourself. Your power is always yours, so with the backup reserve, you can control the energy stored in the Powerwall and can decide how much energy you want to keep and how much you want to share. The nice thing is you have full control. You can make the grid more sustainable by sharing your stored energy with the grid, which reduces reliance and improves resilience. It also reduces reliance on fossil fuel power plants that make the overall grid ecosystem and powering homes in the community more sustainable. You also get paid for the energy you share. You are compensated for your participation in virtual power plant programs, and you get to review these different programs and facts for details. Grid outages. If a grid outage occurs, your system will start backing up your home and let you know. An X on your home screen means that your home is no longer connected to the electrical grid. Powerwall will automatically start powering your home with stored energy. Your system will monitor how long you can power your home using this energy. To extend backup time, turn off larger appliances, and solar generation will also increase your backup time. Backup reserve lets you decide how much stored energy to reserve for outages. You can change this to reflect how much power you want to have available for your family and your home should an emergency outage occur in the future. A higher reserve means most of that battery power is sitting there for an emergency. It is not powering your home, which means your solar would then go to your house first, power your home, and then excess energy would bypass the battery and then go to the grid for a credit. So it's recommended to keep a low reserve, around 20%, so that your battery can work hard for you to maximize the savings and be used. More on this in the battery section. Storm watch. When there's a high chance of an outage due to severe weather, Storm watch will keep your Powerwall fully charged. In California, it's recommended that you turn off Storm watch, as it's not recommended. Tesla or utility will let you know when you have permission to export and what to do next. Then we can go into Powerwall settings. Savings, sustainability, energy security. You have a few different options. So I'm going to lower this to the 20% to maximize savings, which is going to be the recommended. And then again, if there's a utility notice that the grid is going to be down for a scheduled outage, or you're experiencing high winds in your community, it would be recommended that you increase your reserve, which means I want to make sure, say, 70% of my battery is not being touched and we're saving that power for an emergency situation. When it's in the 20%, basically what it's saying is only keep 20% for an emergency. When you click sustainability, it'll give you some different profiles. And then energy security, it gives you kind of a hybrid. So to maximize savings, just click the savings profile and lower it to around 20%. Utility rate plan. So you're going to want to select the utility rate plan so that the battery knows what utility it's part of. That way it can export energy when rates are favorable to you. So most people in California will have one of the big three: San Diego Gas and Electric, SoCal Edison, or PG&E, which will be here. This one will put SoCal Edison, click next. And then you're going to want to select NEM 3-2026, time of use, SoCal Edison. Save. Now it knows, hey, when Edison's paying premium rates, for the virtual power plant events and for other events, I want to make sure I'm getting a good price. So if you're buying your solar energy at less than 30 cents and you're selling it to Edison for 57 cents, you're getting a profit there. And then this will be available to you at all time. You'll click save, next. You'll want to pair your phone. So you'll just click begin phone pairing, and you'll just go out to your Powerwalls when you're ready to do this and stand next to them, and it'll give you a visual of how to do that. I'm going to click pair later, and then you'll have your app all set up. So you can see now the system's generating. All of the features we talked about are listed here, and that's all. You can enjoy your app.